An 11-year-old girl has a terminal illness, and her father shoots and kills her and then turns the gun on himself, and eventually he died on the way to the hospital. Stay with me and we're going to talk about it.
The top dog, I know these niggas all want my position, cause I'm putting up numbers like a statistician. The king back like LeBron when he returned to Cleveland. Time to spread the bag around, make sure we all eating. Heard some niggas think they got us, guess we all even.
And good evening. We begin with tragic news out of Davie. An 11-year-old girl who police say was shot and killed by her own father.
He then turned the gun on himself. Local 10 News reporter Alex Finney is live with why detectives think he did it. Alex.
Well, Nicole and Calvin, this is just so tragic. We finally had the opportunity to speak with a neighbor who knew this family, kind of painting a picture of what she saw the moments after that gun went off.
I heard the mother come right through my yard. They picked her up, put her in the car. She screamed. A noise like I know I've heard before.
Charlene Wells knew that scream because she lost her child years back. She lives next door to the family, now at the center of this Monday morning murder-suicide tragedy. A little girl dead, according to police, killed by her own father before he turned the gun on himself.
While we were speaking to the mother, we were told that the child has a debilitating terminal illness, which is a possibility of why this tragic incident occurred.
A body just removed from this Davie home a little after 2 o'clock today. We are still in the throes of learning more and more about this gruesome and tragic crime.
When police arrived on scene, they spoke with the resident, the female, who had heard gunshots inside the residence while she was preparing breakfast.
This all unfolding around 9 Monday morning. Police tell us that when mom rushed into the room, she found her daughter and husband shot. Their child died on scene. The husband was rushed to the hospital, but ultimately died there. No names have been released just yet. And of course, we are respecting the family's privacy at this time, as this mother and those extended family members as well are learning about what happened. But what I can tell you is that the husband, the father in this instance that died, he's in his 40s and he died on his way to the hospital. As for that little girl, a mother obviously now coping with that loss, and this investigation is still very much ongoing. We'll update you as soon as we learn something. But for now, live in Davie tonight, Alex Finney, Local 10 News.
Often we will hear something like that and we would be like, that's crazy, that's sick. But I don't come from a judgmental standpoint, because clearly the father took the life of himself and she had a terminal illness. So this is me assuming, I don't know, but I would venture to believe that he felt a type of way about his child having a terminal illness. When you have children, you love them, you want the best for them, you want them to be healthy, and it's a blessing when we do have healthy, smart children. So everyone that has one or some should be grateful. You should really be living in gratitude. I'm sure this man's looking at his daughter, knowing that she's suffering, knowing that there's nothing to his knowledge that he can do. Because mind you, it's always a solution. And the issue becomes whether we are aware of it or not. And unfortunately, we live in a country that they will hide a cure, because the point is they want to get money, and it's no profit in curing, because you're not going to come back. So they hold those things back. Taking in that information, he probably didn't want his baby girl to suffer, and he couldn't bear, even though it was an act of mercy, it's a gruesome act, just outside looking in immediately. But when you really process things, it probably was an act of mercy, and then knowing that he took his child's life, and then probably feeling like a failure, because parents want to do everything they can for their children. That's just normal when you really love your children. I mean, you have some dysfunctional situations, but I'm just saying, on the norm, your child comes from you and you want the best for them. So he probably didn't want to live after that. But imagine now what the wife has to process. The wife and the mother, she's lost a child, she's lost a husband. I'm sure she has plenty of questions, and there's no answers to be given from the grave. Yes, she could go and search and ask the Creator and stuff like that, but there is no immediate answers to be given, although the questions are very immediate on top of the grief that she has to deal with. I wouldn't wish none of this on anyone. And this is why I say we are so blessed when we have children that are healthy. We are blessed that when we are healthy. We complain about so many things, but people are suffering. They really are. They are going through. So this is deep. I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, if you want to keep up with me, always check in the RockyRoadMedia.com. Go in there. You can subscribe to it. It's a pop-up that'll allow you to put your email and stuff like that, so you can subscribe and keep up with what is going on with me. Thank you so much for watching. Again, leave your thoughts in the comments. Like the video and share it. All right, y'all. Love you. Check it later.